I'm Andy McNamara, and we've got some hard-hitting action coming up tonight in the Axis Football League. The fans are piling in, and it looks like we are ready to get things started. It will certainly be exciting to see how things unfold today. Here comes the kicking team. On the kickoff. He's put to the turf. Seattle sets up on first down. Hunt hands it off. Sheds off the first tackle, and Brady brings him down. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down, 14 yards to go. Hunt drops back into the pocket. Tosses it over to the sideline, and he'll be pulled down immediately. And that's a Seattle first down. First and 10 for the offense. He'll pitch it off to the runner. And he'll be tackled near the line. Short gain on the play. Seattle gets set on second down. Hunt hands it off. Wrapped up, brought down. Lawrence with the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. A shotgun set for the offense. He'll hand it off to Greer. He's wrapped up and brought to the ground. Tackled by Parks. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Seattle gets set on second down. Hunt on the handoff. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Webb. That's good for a gain of 4. The defense comes in a 4-3 set. The handoff is taken by Parker. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Ryan. That will give Seattle a first down. First and 10. Hunt hands it off. And he's wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Woods. That gets us to second down. Second down, 15 yards to go. Hunt hands it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will be good for about 1. Third down coming up for Seattle. Greer takes the ball. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. Go. There's the kick. And it's good. Seattle strikes first today with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. And Mitchell kicks this one away. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Jacobs gives it away. And the tackle made by King. Gain of 8 on the play. A shotgun set for the offense. He hands it to the running back. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 10 on the play. Jacobs pulls the trigger. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up with 3 receivers. Jacobs gives it away. And the tackle made by King. That's good for a gain of 4. Third down. Motion right. Jacobs hands it off. He sheds off the defender, and he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. That gets us to 4th down. The punt team takes the field. And Sutton kicks this one away. And the punt sails out of bounds. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down. Hunts back to pass. Throws the ball. Gomez makes the catch. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hawkins. Gain of 13. The offense will operate from under center. Motion for the offense. Hunt hands it off. Missed tackle. Taken down by Garner. Gain of 6 on the play. Third play of the drive. The receiver goes into motion. He's looking deep. And Baker with the grab. Garner with the tackle. A nice pickup there by the offense. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. 1st and 10 for the offense. Hunt on the handoff. And Brady brings him down. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 to go. That will wrap things up for the 1st quarter. Seattle currently ahead in a close one. First and 10 for the offense. Hunt on the handoff. He's finally taken down. Gain of 15. Seattle sets up on 1st down. Motion left. Hunts back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side. The catch is made by Baker. And he's hit right away and taken down. That gets us to 2nd down. The offense comes in on 2nd down. Hunt hands it off. And Brady brings him down. They'll lose one on the play. The offense sets up under center. Hunt on the handoff. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Go! And Mitchell kicks this one away. And it's good. Seattle adds to their lead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. He sends it off. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Go! Jacobs hands it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. Boston makes their way up to the line. He steps back to pass. Jacobs with the throw. Good for the reception. He will be taken down. Tackle made by Elliott. A nice pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Motion left. Jacobs hands it off. And the tackle made by King. That's good for about 2. Three receivers for the offense. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. He throws one. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down. He drops back into the pocket. Holloway with the catch. And he's stopped up around the 20. A huge gain by the offense. Sixth play of the drive. Motion right. Jacobs gives it away, and he'll be tackled near the line. That will be good for about 1. The offense comes in on second down. 3 yards to go. Player in motion to the left. Hike. Jacobs hands it off. And Schultz brings the runner down. That will be good for about 1. Third down. Motion left. Jacobs back to pass. It's pulled in by Moore. Tackle made by Strickland. Gain of 14 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Boston. He hands it to the runner inside. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. Go. There's the kick. And the kick is good. Boston eats away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. He boots it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Seattle breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He drops back to pass. He decides to keep it himself. And he's tackled here. Gain of 11. Second play of the drive.
Go!
Hunt hands it off. Lost ball on the field, and the tackle is made. That will go for about 5 yards. Double tight ends for the offense.
Go!
The handoff is taken by Barker. Stopped before he could break free. That'll be good for a couple yards. The defense comes in a 4-3 set. Hunt on the handoff. And he wraps him up, brings him down. Tackle by Webb. They'll pick up a couple yards here. First down and 10 to go. Hunt on the handoff. Wrapped up, brought down. Ryan with the tackle. Gain of 11. Seattle breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. The defense sets up in a nickel set. Hunts back to pass. He's got a receiver streaking down the sideline. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Seventh play of the drive. It's a sack attack. Park's got him. That will bring up third down. It's a Boston timeout. That will be their first. The offense comes in on third down. He drops back. Makes the throw over to the left side. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away.
Go!
Haynes boots it. And the punt sails out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Go!
Jacobs steps back into the pocket. Batted down and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Tosses the ball. It's pulled in by Moore. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. That's good for 10 yards. It's a Seattle timeout. That will be their first. The offense comes out in a 4-receiver set. Jacobs back to pass. The catch is made by Stewart. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 15. The offense will operate from under center. Jacobs back to pass. Batted down and incomplete. Fifth play of the drive. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. Price on the reception. And Schultz brings the runner down. A nice pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. And he snagged it. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 14 on the play. And Boston calls a timeout. They will have one remaining timeout. A fresh set of downs for Boston. He drops back. Extra pressure coming from the defense. And he's immediately brought down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Operating out of the pistol. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. Touchdown for Beantown! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. It's up. And the kick sails wide. Boston takes the lead after that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. On the kickoff. Sheds off the first tackle, and he is tackled. Let's see what Seattle does to start this drive. Hunts back to pass. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That'll be good for a couple yards. Second down, 2 yards to go. And he's going to be pulled down by Lawrence for the sack. Loss of 7. Third down, 9 yards to go. Hunt hands it off. Wrapped up, brought down. Lawrence with the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. And he's tackled. The second quarter comes to an end. Boston on top for now with a small lead. The kicking team set up to boot it away. And Mitchell kicks this one away. And he's tackled here. First and 10. A flag on the play. Jacobs gives it away. And he will be brought down by Lewis. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. Looks like the defense was offside. They'll accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Motion for the offense. Jacobs back to pass. He makes the throw, and it's pulled in by Stewart, and he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Jacobs gives it away. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Second down. 2 yards to go. Hand off to the right side. Stopped before he could break free. Short gain on the play. Fifth play of the drive. On the handoff. That's the end of that play. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Jacobs back to pass. Tosses one short over to the left side of the field. He safely steps out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field, and they'll take the penalty. First and goal. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. He's got a receiver in the middle. Touchdown for Beantown! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. There's the kick. And it's good! That score extends Boston's lead a bit more. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He sends it off. The tackle is made. First and 10. Howard takes the handoff. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hawkins. Gain of 5 on the play. Seattle gets set on second down. He steps back to pass. Play action fake. He's got a receiver deep with multiple defenders nearby. Incomplete pass. Third play of the drive. Hunt hands it off. Breaks away from the first defender. Brady with the tackle. That'll go for 9 yards. Seattle sets up on first down.
Go!
Hunt hands it off. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Woods. Short loss on the play. Second down for the offense. 12 yards to go. Player in motion to the right.
Hike!
Play action pass. He tosses one. Incomplete pass. Third down coming up for Seattle. Penalty flag on the field. I think they're going to get the offense for a false start. They will accept the penalty. The receiver goes into motion. Hunts back to pass. Rockets one. He makes the catch. Turner with the tackle. That's good for about 7 yards. The punt team takes the field. The punt's away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 to go. Player in motion to the right. Jacobs back to pass. He's throwing it deep. Single coverage for the receiver. And he misses the target. Boston makes their way to the line here on second down. Jacobs with the throw. Got him down. Burke with the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. Let's see if the offense continues their rhythm on third downs. So far today, they've had the defense's number. Schultz with the tackle. That brings up fourth down. The offense lines up the punt. He punts it away. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what Seattle does to start this drive. Player in motion. Punts back to pass. Makes the throw over to the left side. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hawkins. A nice pickup there by the offense. Seattle sets up on first down. Hunt on the handoff. Breaks away from the first defender. And Brady brings him down. That's good for about 7 yards. Third play of the drive.
Go!
Hunt hands it off. And the tackle will be made by Coleman. That will be good for about 6. First and goal. Hunts back to pass. Finds a target on the left side of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. Seattle gets set on second down. Hunt on the handoff. And down he goes. Small gain on the play. Third and goal. He steps back to pass. And count it. Seattle touchdown. They'll opt for the single point attempt here.
Go!
And Mitchell kicks this one away. And the extra point is good. That will pull Seattle a bit closer. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He boots it away. He shakes off the tackler. He's tackled. Boston getting set to start off this drive. The runner takes the toss to the right. Schultz with the tackle. That gets us to second down. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Boston on top for now with a small lead. Second down. Jacobs hands it off. He will be taken down. Tackle made by Elliott. That'll bring up third down. Third down. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. And Sutton kicks this one away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. Setting up shop from the 20. Makes the short throw. And he's stopped up around the 20. That gets us to second down. Second and 10. He steps back to pass. Hunt pulls the trigger. Intercepted. He's tackled. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Steps into the pocket. Looking short for a target over by the sideline. And he will be brought down by Griffith. That brings up second down. The offense comes in on second down. 3 yards to go. Jacobs gives it away. And he's wrestled to the ground. That gets us to third down. Third down. 2 yards to go. Jacobs back to pass. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. There's the kick. And it's good. That score extends Boston's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. He kicks it away. Let's see what Seattle does to start this drive. There's a flag on the play. It looks like the defense jumped into the neutral zone. That'll be encroachment. They'll accept the penalty. Seattle sets up on first down. They'll send a player in motion. Dropping back. Hunt pulls the trigger. Gomez makes the catch. And down he goes. That will give Seattle a first down. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Dropping back. Hunt lets it go, and he snagged it. And he's immediately brought down. That's good for about 7 yards. Seattle breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He'll pitch it off to the runner. The tackle will be made by Parks. That will be good enough to move the chains. First and 10 for the offense. Hunt hands it off. And he wraps him up, brings him down. Tackle by Webb. Gain of 7 on the play. The offense comes in with 2 receivers.
Go!
Parker takes the handoff. Wrapped up, brought down. Ryan with the tackle. They'll lose one on the play. Seventh play of the drive. Player in motion. Hunt lets it go. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hawkins. That'll go for 9 yards. First and 10 for the offense. He steps back to pass. Hunt pulls the trigger. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Hunt lets it go. And the Emerald City scores. Touchdown, Seattle. The offense sets up for the point after. And Mitchell kicks this one away. And the extra point is good. Seattle pulls in front with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. And Mitchell kicks this one away. Breaks free from the first tackle. And the tackle is made. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Jacobs gives it away. And the tackle made by King. That gets us to second down. Second down. Steps into the pocket. He tosses a floater. Brought down by Holloway. That will be good for about 6. The defense sets up in a dime set. Jacobs pulls the trigger. Reyes pulls it in. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First and 10 for the offense. Jacobs steps back into the pocket. He sees a target over the middle of the field. Price has got it for the reception. And he's brought down by Lewis. That will go for about 8 yards. Seattle calling for timeout here. That will be their first. The offense comes in on second down. Jacobs gives it away. And down he goes. Gain of 10 on the play. Seattle calling for timeout here. That will be their second timeout. Sixth play of the drive. It'll be a run to the left side. And he's brought down by Lewis. That's good for a gain of 4. Seattle calling for timeout here. That will be their third and final timeout. Boston makes their way to the line here on second down. Jacobs gives it away. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 13 yards to go. The runner takes the inside handoff. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. That gets us to fourth down. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. The kick is up. And it's good. Boston takes the lead after that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. And he is tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Go.
Hunts back to pass. And down he goes. Woods on the sack. Loss of 7. One back deep for the offense. Dropping back. There's a penalty flag on the field. Meyer pulls it in for the catch. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hawkins. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him, and they'll choose to decline the penalty. A huge gain by the offense. 1st and 10 for the offense.
Hike.
And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. 2nd down. Hunt pulls the trigger. And he is down. That'll bring up 3rd down. And Boston calls a timeout. That will be their first of the half. 3rd and short for the offense.
Hike.
Hunt on the handoff. Brady with the tackle. Gain of 7 on the play. It's a Boston timeout. That will be their 2nd of the half. 6th play of the drive. Hunt hands it off. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That gets us to 2nd down. And Boston calls a timeout. That will be their last of the half. 4 receivers set for the offense. Parker takes the handoff. He dodges away. Taken down by Garner. That will bring up 3rd down. The offense will operate from under center. The handoff is taken by Parker. And Brady brings him down. Gain of 4 on the play. The kicking team lines up for a short field goal. And Mitchell kicks this one away. And it sails through. Seattle pulls in front with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. And Mitchell kicks this one away. And he is tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Throws it off to the left side. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. That will do it for us today. For the entire Axis football crew, my name is Andy McNamara. We'll see you next game.